Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Shared Diversity. If you are new, Salaam, and thank you for tuning in. If you have been here before, thank you so much for coming back, and I really appreciate your time and attention. Today we are talking about branding and why it matters. Basically, just ask yourself the question, when have you compared yourself the last time to your competition? And do you really know how to compete effectively? And comparison is so normal. It happens to all of us if you are small or big, if you are in the first stage of your business or very much advanced in what you do. You just compare yourself and you think, I don't know how I can really level up to their level. How come they are crushing me? And it can be really frustrating. So the first takeaway I would give you is creativity doesn't come through competition. Actually, competition kills creativity most of the times. And that's because we don't have the focus on ourselves. We have the focus on the people that we think are better than us. And it really doesn't help us to look at what makes us unique. So, the next point is branding really helps you to overcome that. Why? Because branding is your reputation. And your reputation matters because it can crush your competition. It doesn't matter if your competition has 10 years more experience than you or has 100,000 more clients than you or followers. It really matters what is your reputation and what do they say about Mariam doing photography, or what do they say about Zainab delivering any kind of service. Whatever you are doing, it's really not about how much experience you have and that is going to crush the competition, but what do people tell about you? And most importantly, what do they say about you behind your back? You want people to talk about you and your business, your brand, in the best way possible. So how can you really create a stunning reputation, something that holds on for years and might even overlive you? 3 ways. First way, what is your purpose? What is the purpose of your brand? What is the why behind what you do? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you want to add value to your audience? That's the most important in many ways. Why do you want to add value to your audience? And what is really the purpose behind what you started? Is it because you wanted to leave a mark for your audience? Is it because you wanted to make their lives easier? Is it because you wanted to just solve one specific problem for them? And a lot of times it's a combination of these 3, but you need to know your why. What's the purpose? Second, what are your characteristics? What are the characteristics of your brand? And that could be really, what is your personality? Like, are you adventurous? Are you emotional? Are you funny? Are you relatable? That are the characteristics of your brand as well. So what are the kind of characteristics and values you want to be known for? You can kind of think about 1, 2, 3 characteristics that you want people to repeat when they introduce you and your brand. And 3, the most important in the whole line of things that you need to create a reputation is execution. You need to execute 1 and 2. You need to execute your purpose in everything you do, and you need to execute your characteristics. Execution can come through the products and services that you create, through the content that you create around these products and services and around your brand, and how you communicate. So if you are funny and your products and services are funny, the execution part should really, really be funny. Like, your content should be funny, your communication with your audience should be funny, and the same way if you are trustworthy. And combine that with your purpose, combine that why you want to add value to your market, and that's the execution that will create your reputation. So now I would love to hear from you. Really, the most important part here, I cannot stress this enough, is the execution part. And a lot of times small steps matter. So small steps actually translate into major steps. And I can give you an example from my life. When I go and ask people to be on my podcast, I a lot of times target women that I so admire, and I never really think that everyone is going to say yes. And no, not everyone is going to say yes. A lot of no's are there, but to be honest, the majority are yes, of course. And That's just small steps. Like, I'm just asking a question, and what's coming back is such a major step for me. It's a major step in my brand and what I want to achieve for my audience. And that's why your small step today that's going to make major waves is leave down in the comments, what are you struggling with? What is really not really happening in your brand? And maybe someone can help you. But definitely I will read it, and I'll be happy to give you insights more into how you can grow your brand. So leave down in the comments any kind of fears, something that's not really going right in your brand, and share diversity with us. And I'll see you next time. Inshallah. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe.